How? How do they pull it off? How do they pull it off every single time? Oh my gosh, episode 28 of 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. How can this show, a rom-com, how can this show out-idol idol shows? I am so sick of seeing so many idol shows with zero passion behind it, and they're all just CGI with generic character models that dance on the stage, and they have no life to them. This show, 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, this show just outclassed all of them. And this is a dumb rom-com harem show. And it did idols better. Now, I will argue, this is not like the most incredible idol story here. It's a single episode story about being idols, but still, that aside, the quality, the visuals done in this is just absolutely amazing. Hand-drawn, no CGI, hand-drawn. Now, granted, they do mention the fact that they did put together CGI models to then, like, do the performance and then draw over them. But still, you're talking about, I think they said 15,000 frames. This episode had 15,000 frames of animation. That's incredible. It's funny because, like, this episode, I don't really want to talk about the episode because the episode's not in crazy, like, in-depth. There's not, like, some major stuff to talk about here, but, like, just what was put together here is what's the more fascinating thing. Looking on their actual social media account, seeing all the different posts from, like, the directors and producers and whatnot, this was a feat. This was something that's, like, transcends what the episode itself was. The performance itself they put together here with the team is what's great. What they essentially talk about is the fact that, like, the episode director, I think it was the episode director, like, has been, like, working away for several months in their CGI studio just to put together the actual performance, like the actual choreography of the characters and how they dance. And then later on, they had to have this whole team come in and they were like, again, 15,000 frames of, like, hand-drawn animation to draw all these characters performing, which in itself is incredible because for two reasons. Why I don't like CGI typically is because they're often cases very lifeless. Their hair doesn't flow at all. The character models themselves often look very similar, so you can't really tell them apart besides the fact that, you know, the color of their hair and their hairstyle. Having these characters all still have their proportions, how their characters look, yes, even like the chest size and everything. Hotties over here, I'm a slave to them. Even like the size of them and everything, like their proportions and everything, their character models are the same. Every now and then in the episode, I could tell, like, when, yeah, their face structure kind of looked a little bit too close to what probably the model of the CGI was, but the team here knew their character models. They knew what they were drawing, and every single frame of the characters looked like the characters. So I love watching this episode, and I'm going, these characters are on the stage dancing, it's 2D animation, and they look like their characters. Again, it's like this episode director, like, was day and night. Like, I think it was the producer or somebody, like, said that they were going by the studio and the CGI studio lights were on, and they're like, crap, they're still working on this stuff. They wanted to make every single step that these characters take to their models, and then later on, again, having this team just put together and draw it and color it and everything like that. It's for a single episode. All this is for a single episode. Again, that's where I wanted to get on here and mostly just want to gush about the work that was put into this, and just, I want to lift this kind of stuff up. I want to talk about this because I think this is important, because so many other studios, so many other shows wouldn't care to put this much effort into it. There was love and there was passion put into this project, and it shows. It absolutely shows. Again, besides maybe like a couple spots where I'm like, that looks a little bit off, but what does it say? Well, I can't complain here. But yes, the episode itself, though, some good moments in here. I think overall it was just a really high quality, entertaining show because it was just, again, this performance. And then, Rintaro, of course, coming up there and doing something really incredible to show how much he loves them all. And then them themselves sort of kind of shining at the end. But I want to talk about the opening of the episode, the inspiration to do all this stuff, which was the fact that they had this Jesus guy. He in this show is like YOLO jumping off a cliff for like this. I think it was an insurance company or something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but like, it's like several like references in my brain. Like, I don't want to look too much into it, but from what I got from it, like, I was seeing like Koto from Zombieland Saga. It looked like him, but he had like the Aflac duck with him or something like that. So I think it was a playoff of the Aflac thing, but it was also, again, Koto from Zombieland Saga. Is like, He's apparently selling insurance now or something like that. And this kicks into Hahari that I have to make a big spring celebration or something like that. I have to have another festival. And of course, Karane's like, wait, you're going to have one every single season? But it goes into them like hiring, it's basically AKB 48. And then they're all apparently getting injured. And because they're all a group, apparently, they all have to get injured at the same time. Like a domino effect has to happen. Like they're so in sync with each other, I guess, that they injure each other. They all get sprained. And that leads to Hahari just making that excuse to basically get everybody to dress up as idols and perform like idols. Which this leads into like the whole like training montage bit, which I think honestly for me was like the least interesting part of this entire episode. There was some funny bits in here, obviously. Hahari herself, again, being a slave to her boobs. They're just too much. They're too much. Oh, they fell off. They didn't fall off. Oh, I'm a slave to them. That was easily probably the funniest bit in the entire episode, is just Hahari just being taken down by her own chest size and everything. And then the lady smacks her and says, "Get up." And then Mei slaps her. Of course, Mei's like, "How dare you touch Hahari?" I'm surprised he didn't have to get held back. Like, she could have probably gone way worse and they had to hold her back or something like that. But that was great. Just smack. How dare you touch her? But yeah, it's pretty much showing how everybody sort of shines in some way. Like, some of them have a lot of stamina. Some need to be fed in order to have stamina. Some are just a little bit too much endowed. Shizuka over here obviously is extremely really cute, and that just completely KOs people again because they're singing. Maybe has troubles with singing out loud. Again, everybody sort of has their own little trope here, which was fine. But it was all sort of kind of telling the story about this coach and how back in the day, they were told that perfection is everything, quality, and it led them to eventually leave their friend behind. They chose to leave this person behind and go off and be an idol, which it seems like it was successful for them. Like, they went off to apparently run AKB, KJB. It was a KJB or something like that. It was stupid. 48. She's got her own idol group that's extremely successful, so it's obviously doing something good. But it all kind of culminates back to when they see the performance that, no, this was what I originally want. It's a very typical idol story, the idea of, wanting to go for perfections and sacrificing like what you really want to do, which was to be on the stage with your friend, sacrificing that for perfection. And then going back and realizing, oh, because of what I've seen here, it inspires me to realize what was important. It's that whole thing. But that all aside, yes, it all leads to them going that decision. We got to get rid of these 6 because they're not keeping up. And they all go, nope, we're not going to do that. I love Nano's little response to that. Like, it's not efficient. It's more efficient to do it together because it's efficiency and having memories or something like that. I do like how Nano's typically always like, yes, she still has her trope, which is efficiency and everything like that. But I like how it at least is less like jarring. It's not like an EQ, which is give me pain every 2 seconds. It's that's not efficient. But yes, Rentaro takes over, is able to put together a really great show. They go out there. Eventually, everybody starts to go off to go get signatures and like lose interest in the whole performance. So yes, Rentaro and Uncle have to put on the cheer themselves. Rentaro and Uncle W. A rare Uncle W, but yes, a typical Rentaro W of having like, a 2-man, 20-man cheering thing going on there. Chio's like all losing out the stage. Hakari's just dreaming about how she's going to get attacked by all those Rentaros. All 10 of those Rentaros all over her. She's like, it's too much. I can't. Before we have the appearance of a bunch of side characters from the past. We had the baseball team, which was like the demon people. Like, their whole team shows up. And then we have the boy with his harem, the muscly biker harem that shows up. So that's a recurring character, of course. But yeah, them all showing up and having a little encore there was really great. But yeah, it all culminates to the Jesus guy wanting to hire them into an idol group because they perform so well. I knew this was coming from a mile away. The moment they showed up inside the office, I'm like, he's going to say they can't have relationships. I mean, that's literally what the show is about, is how they all have a relationship with Rentaro. And idols, typically, one of the rules against it is at least not to have public relationships. And so, yes, when he says there's only one rule and I kind of make you guys loved by everybody, I'm like, it's going to be relationships. If he's even bringing up a rule now, it's going to be said. Sure enough, you can't have a relationship. They're all gone. Iku's like, hey, have a nice day. It was predictable, extremely predictable, but it's fine. It's fine. I thought for a minute they might at least do one more episode where they go into the idol industry and then yes, the relationship gets out or something like that, but they just went with that. But that was fine. That was fine. It was a cute little punchline to go, oh, they're quitting their days at school and now it's time to go off into their idol arc or whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You got the narration going too. It's totally not gonna happen. But good stuff. Good stuff overall. I enjoyed the episode. Honestly, missed opportunity not having Miyano, the voice of the guy from Zombieland Saga, voicing that dude, but it still worked. And again, the little Aflac duck for some reason out of nowhere. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the episode. Again, incredible work by the team. Hats off to them. Again, I like to give credit where credit's due whenever this stuff happens because we don't get it often. It's too much use of CGI, which again, it's understandable because you see how much effort it took them to put this together, but still, it's like, I like to, give credit where when credit's due. But anyways, that's my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always. Until next time, y'all take care.